Well, happy Sunday to all of you that are watching and have been asking to have this show live. My name is Enrique Barreto. I am the president of VOYR Media Group, aka VOYR. And with me, I always have the bodacious, audacious people that run the show in the background. The people that are in the background corralling and rallying everybody from enablement, marketing, sales. I got Mara Rivera with me, and I have Rob Levy. I don't know where the other founders are. Clearly, they
We
We're
don't
must
not.
need
be
them
doing
today.
something, but we don't need them. Don't need them because we got this show.
Dream
We
team
got
right
this.
here.
We do have the great team. I would be remiss if I don't start by saying what I always say, which is this show happens every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2300 UTC. Sunday, Football Sunday if you're American at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1400 UTC. And then every channel that you can find us is streaming, which is youtube.voyeur.me, twitch.voyeur.me, as well as discord.voyeur.me. All right. So the big papa, the big daddy CEO, Dave Siles, pre-recorded a message. This is what we have for you today. He pre-recorded a message. He's traveling. So what we have today is we're going to send that message. That way you understand the status of what's going on with Voyeur, which the date, as we say in the United States, hell and high water is October 6th. That's how it is. It's going to come up on that. Then after that, what I'll do is Mara, myself, and Rob will be talking more about critical path. If you've been watching all these shows, it's like what scares me, what makes me sleep at night, and what the guys are doing in the team to get things started for the audience. So I'll go ahead and start and play that video first. We'll watch it. Then from there, I know that you two haven't watched the video. Well, I say you two. I haven't watched it either.
I haven't
So we'll
seen
comment from that. And anything can happen on that video. So hopefully our brains will go, or maybe we'll be like, I did not discuss that. So we shall see.
We're
All
going to
right,
be
I'm
just
excited.
as surprised as everybody else.
All right. So with that said, let's play the video for our CEO, Dave Siles. Let's see what he has to say for us.
Hey everyone, good morning and happy Sunday to you. This is Dave Siles. I'm giving you my update pre-recorded, even though the rest of the AMA is live today. I'm traveling and I wasn't going to be able to make it to 10 o'clock. Wanted to get an update out there to the community. A couple things. First, we are still on track for 10.6, and that means we are going to be launching the platform live in the first week of October. And we're excited about that. And we have made some decisions that are going to allow us to continue to hit that date. First one, I know many people are still having some issues with verifying your ID and identity. We are going to go ahead and make the decision to turn off the face tech validation for now. It's going to give us a couple of things. One is it's going to give us the ability to get past this issue and make sure we hit 10.6. Two, it gives us a chance to really kind of look at all the solutions in the marketplace and figure out if we're using the best one. And so we'll turn on face validation and verification when it's ready, but we want to make sure it works 100% of the time, and it's not going to be a roadblock to getting people on the platform. So that one is that's the current update there. Secondly, we are at a point where we should not be purging any more accounts or resetting anything anymore. I'll have that completely confirmed in the Discord channel by end of day Monday, and if that's the case, which I believe it is, we're going to go then forward with bringing on many more people in the beta period. Our goal is to get another 500 people on the platform by 10.6. All right, so we're going to see a lot of activity, a lot of updates, and it'll be a positive thing for everyone because we'll have more people to interact with and communicate with. Lastly, if you are working as one of our ambassadors or as a rainmaker, we're going to reaching out individually. We have some special incentives to help you bring in some more people to the beta program. We really want you to help bring your community, your extended network in, and let them embrace the platform. Now, on the Memories update side, Memories is coming along still. We are looking at a probably plus 2 week after VOYR launch for Memories. So we're looking at the 19th. No, it's the 20th. I'm sorry, 20th. And the 20th of October will be kind of our targeted date. So we're still going to launch both platforms in October. We are looking for a little bit more beta feedback on Memories. There's going to be a push coming up this week of a new code base, and that should fix many of the early phase, I'll call it first beta issues, right? So look for that coming middle of the week, all right? Other than that, we are going to start dropping marketing and advertising. You'll be seeing that. My ask to everybody who's watching this is, please, if you see it, please amplify it by retweeting it, commenting on it, sharing it. The money we're spending there is substantial, and it goes a lot further if the community helps amplify it. And we're talking about major press like Forbes and Bloomberg and USA Today, Yahoo, and things like that, right? So we've got some big advertising. We've queued it up. We had it planned for a couple weeks ago when we decided to push the date. We paused that, but now it's going to go out this week. You'll see some pieces start to drop. There's a ton of content dropping on launch day itself, and so we really need people to kind of help amplify it all the way through. And we're going to have some stuff around memories as well as we get closer to it. We are going to do something special for memories that I'll share with the community probably on Wednesday. We have a very, very cool thing that we're doing with Tiago, who's been a very early ambassador on the platform, and he's reached out and given us the opportunity to help promote something on his behalf that's just amazing. And I think it's when people see it and hear what we're doing with it, it's going to be pretty cool. And all I can say is it's worth over $1 million, maybe even way more than that. So please tune into it. I think everybody in our community is going to be excited about it as well. But everybody's going to have a chance to get on this. It's probably a once in a lifetime thing. So that said, I wanted to give everybody a quick update. I'm going to turn it back over to the team that's hosting on my behalf. And while I miss everybody, I look forward to seeing the questions that come up from the AMA. If there's anything for me, I will answer it and get back to it, obviously. And there's more and more activity in the Discord, so please stay and join us there, and we'll talk to you soon. So thanks again for letting me give you a quick update. Happy Sunday, and look forward to seeing you on VOYR in just 10 days. Thanks, people. Bye.
Well, the man,
Great stuff.
the myth. I mean,
Yo,
it was so action packed that I don't know what to say.
Should
we break it down?
Well, of course I can break it down. The SAP, so like for example, number one, FaceTech is a must to our platform. FaceTech, as you know, FaceTech is the age verification. What we do with FaceTech is, as a creator joins into VOYR, what we want to do is we want to protect those that are minors to ensure that we validate who they are, right? So everybody knows that when you go into VOYR, you need to be 18 years of age, or that legal age, like the legal age on your country of residence. The way that FaceTech works is you submit either a passport, you submit your driver's license from your country of origin, and then if you use a phone like an Android or an iPhone that does face recognition, it puts a layer and it recognizes your face and it matches your picture with the data that you're uploading, passport or license. At the same time, what it's doing is checking for things that we believe that should not happen in social media. Any type of individuals that might be part of child sex trafficking, stuff that we know all that is illegal. We want to make sure that we run those queries against databases to ensure that people are not being exploited, and we continue to do what we do for our community and for the world, believing in what we believe. We've always said that if it's legal in your country and you're of legal age, it will be on VOYR. That's what's going to happen. But what we've done is, since we're seeing this FaceTech technology having some blips and issues and whatnot, we have decided to create a temporary way to validate those that are logging in until we start fixing those situations, because we do not want that to stop the launch of VOYR on October 6th. We went out to all our VOYR Rainmakers. If you're a Rainmaker and you're watching this show, I love you all. So thank you so much for everything that you do for us. When we did our polls, everybody was I don't know how to talk today, but you know what I'm trying to say with that word, anonymously said yes. So that's what we did. Mara, you're muted, and you're probably laughing about my tongue twister that I don't know how to do, but that's okay.
Unanimously.
Thank you. That's why my tongue is not rolling very well this morning. Anyway, um, so what do you guys think about that? Do you think this? I mean, the cool thing about it is if because both of you have been working for me for a long time. My favorite phrase is see problem, fix problem. So we're doing a temporary stopgap fix so it doesn't delay the launch of October 6th. What do you guys have to say about that?
I think it's great, and I think it also what Dave says is really important. It gives us an opportunity to take a look at a couple of different solutions and options to that. Sometimes when you're in a hurry to get things done, you don't amplify your view. So I think that temporarily it's okay, but knowing that you're going to have to go back and do it, is a safeguard for everyone on the platform. And I think the community should feel safe. We all want to get started, but it's important that they know that this is something that's going to be resolved, and it's going to be a safeguard that will be implemented into the software.
Absolutely.
So about it.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah, no, I think I agree with everything that Mara said. If it's holding us up and there are alternatives, then I think we're doing ourselves a disservice if we don't explore those alternatives while continuing to let the community be part of VOYR and actually use it on the date that we launched or that we will launch. And I do think there's one thing that actually came up this week from a creator, which I want to bring up. The face tech, it does stuff. It analyzes your face. You upload your license. And this one creator had a lot of technical security concerns about why we're doing this. And I want to just spend a minute to review. This is very important for age verification. We have to make sure that we're protecting minors and other, like you said, if there are people in databases that shouldn't be on platforms like this, we need to make sure that we're protecting the community. And the other thing is we're actually not keeping the information in VOYR. And so whether it's face tech or whether it's another technology, that's all third-party information that all we're doing is asking to verify, getting a green check and saying, great, now we can proceed. We're not keeping that information. So if anybody out there is like, well, now you have my picture, you have my license, I do just want to mention that we are not actually keeping that information. We're just using it to look up, if you're a minor or, whatever the information that we need, green check, move forward. So I just want to bring that up.
That's very well said, both of you. I always appreciate on that. Other than that, what other things piqued your interest from Dave's message that we should be accentuating?
Come on, really? I'm over here jumping up and down in my seat going, he does it to me again. You sleep, Dave comes up with stuff. You take a nap, Dave. You make a sandwich, Dave came up with something new. You can't do anything.
A lot of people do not understand that when you're running look, it's very rewarding that I am blessed to work with a group of people like you guys and Dave and Brandon that we are able to often doesn't look like we sleep, right? We do sleep, although Dave hardly sleeps, but we all do sleep. But as you can imagine, right, it's all about velocity. It's all about speed. When you're running a startup, you find an idea, you start cultivating the idea. It just so happens that we have so many ideas through Voyager Media One, or Voyager Media Group, which is our parent company, that I'm sure that when you heard this thing about Tiago, you were like, $1 million idea, $10 million idea. I can't tip too much on that, but what I can tell you is this. In the market of NFTs today, there's this thing called generative DNA. So imagine you have a picture. I'll take a picture of me. I don't know why. Would somebody want to take a picture of me? Imagine a picture of me, and you have to make 10 million alterations of that picture so that it looks unique. So what happens is, there's a problem that seems to be extremely hot because that creates uniqueness on a picture or on an NFT art.
Yes.
We uncover a way where we're taking this to the next level. I can't share too much about it. I'm just teasing everybody. But when this thing comes out, people are going to be like, we should have come up with that first. And we are at the front of that. So stay tuned for that because that's going to come.
That's for sure.
And to comment on what you just said, I can't quote the person. I can't remember who said this, but I read this somewhere or heard it somewhere. Ideas are out there floating around for the taking. If you think of something and you don't act on it, it's left out there for someone else to pick up. So have you ever been in a situation where you like, I had this great idea, I didn't act on it, and then somebody else did it? They didn't necessarily copy it from you. It's just that those ideas are out there in the universe, and whoever acts first gets the big win. So thank goodness that Dave does stuff while he can do something as quickly while I make a sandwich as anybody else.
I love this sandwich reference. I make a sandwich, Dave comes up with something.
So what you're saying is you're seeing Mara eating a sandwich. It's like Dave comes with 3 ideas.
That's how I feel. I can't I can't take. He is just, he's brilliant. We know this, but he's so fast at things like that. So it's like, that's the best way that I can explain it. Oh, tuna. What? We're doing what? What? Where are we going?
Yeah, it's like, well, listen, go big or go home, and it's all about speed.
Yes.
It's really all about speed.
We're just really
also about decisive decision making. So like what I've learned through this whole process, and whether you're starting like a toilet paper company or VOYR or anything, like you're going to run into situations where you have to make a decision. You go right, go left, and we can't dwell on it. We can't debate it forever. And like I've really learned to be decisive about where we're going, even if there isn't a lot of information on what's, you know, down the 2 paths. So that's been really cool for me. And like with Face Tech, like that's a decision. Like we came to a crossroad, we made a decision. Like the decision's going to be great, you know, whatever it is. So that's been really cool for me throughout this whole process. And I know Dave is really brilliant at just like being decisive, making a stake, and then like going.
The cool thing about it is this, he's also inclusive, right? So I was talking with him yesterday about that decision. So the benefits of being in the team that we are is that sometimes we may not be around, but sometimes he'll ask, it's like, hey, what do you think? And your gut never fails, right? We want this launch to be successful. What cannot happen, and this is obviously anything can happen. A meteor can come in October 6th and destroy the entire place forever. Ew. And VOYR will never launch. Never. But what
unlikely, but it could happen.
Unlikely. It's a
this
one
is
in
not
a trillion.
Scientific research.
it's a 1 in a trillion type of stuff. But what I'm trying to say with this is, hail and high water, the 6th is the day.
That's great. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now,
so what do we need for the 6th?
I don't know. Well, here's, let's talk about it, right? So Mara, Rob, we'll keep it easy for our audience, right? Marketing, enablement, operations, right? From a marketing perspective, Mara, I know that you and I work on marketing very closely, right? I know that you've had some ideas, and I think the ideas are great, right? Like, for example, let's call the elephant in the room right now. If we do not teach our users how to quickly get into crypto, understand crypto, it's going to be an uphill battle. I'm not going to say it's a fail. It's an uphill battle. So Mara, Rob, myself, we have been all talking about how do we do this. What are some of the things that you have in your critical path this week that you know that will make us successful when it comes to someone that has no knowledge of crypto getting into VOYR and seeing the best content that they will be able to see on the internet?
I'll take that first. Mm-hmm. So there's three things that we're doing. We've been talking about this idea of a crypto university since literally day one. So we have been creating the crypto university. We are creating videos. We have a partner that we're working with on those. We are creating videos. And so this is a learning curve. We understand that. There's going to be plenty of people that understand how to buy BNB and how to buy crypto, and that's great. There's going to be a lot that don't. And so the first thing that we're doing is we are creating that university. It is going to be on the website. There's going to be a link, and there's going to be a series of different videos that all of our users need, whether you're a creator or just a viewer. How to buy crypto, how to set up a wallet, how to buy VOYR, how to log into VOYR, and how to create a profile. So all of these tutorials will be available for everybody to view. They're going to be short, they're going to be easy, and they're going to be educational. We don't want this to be a roadblock for anybody that wants to be part of the community. So that's the first thing. The second thing that we're doing is we are working with our ambassadors to enable their friends and their workers, not workers, their network rather. And so we're working with the ambassadors to say, all right, great, let's bring 20 individuals that you want to enable first. And each one of our ambassadors is going to bring 20 individuals so we can help enable them. How to create a wallet, how to buy BNB, how to buy VOYR, how to log in. And so now if we get every ambassador to work with 20 individuals, now we're significantly growing the educational network. And then the idea is for those 20 individuals to then go to 10 individuals or 5 individuals and spread the word that way. And part of that is learning for us, because we want to know someone that doesn't know crypto at all, never heard of this. Can we make it as easy as possible for them? And so that'll be feedback for us, and it will be a give and take to figure out how we can make it as easy as possible. So those are the two things that we're doing in parallel to make sure that the learning curve is as flat as possible.
In very good spot for me to promote the hashtag that is going to start next week amplifying, which is tell 5 to tell 5. So if you're watching, it's as easy as taking voyr.me and share it in your social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Put a hashtag, tell 5 to tell 5. The reason hashtags are important is because we can track how they're doing. We can track the impressions, we can track all that kind of stuff. But that will be the main hashtag that we're going to track for tell 5 to tell 5. So very well said, Rob. What about you, Mara? What are some of the things that you're seeing in your critical path? And you're muted.
You're on mute, Mara.
And you're muted. And maybe not. Maybe you are.
I'm always muting out the train and then I forget. But that's a great segue. We can prepare all types of videos, but if we do not amplify or have a plan in place to amplify these videos and get them out there to people, we might as well, bury them in the dirt. So with that said, tell 5 to tell 5 is going to be super important. Driving folks, you will be able to find these videos, like Rob said, and this learning on the website, but we're going to utilize our social channels to feed those and put those out there as well. So tell 5 to tell 5 is incredibly important at this time, getting the information to folks. Our first campaign we'll be running is where's your wallet, basically. That's really, really important, getting folks to understand how to open their wallets, and then step 2, buying your BNB, getting your VOYR, and then enabling you on the platform. So we literally have less than 10 days to get that done. So the support of our community and amplifying this message and directing folks to where they can get the information they need is going to be super duper important. And creating just a chain, you know how things are, it's wildfire with word of mouth. And I think that that's what's going to make us successful. We're really going to need the support of the entire VOYR community and really, really get that hashtag trending and drive folks to the materials that are being prepared.
We have, Mara, I am extremely impressed, and this is why I love your being part of the team, on the talent that you guys have brought in as creators. I mean, astrologers, singers, painters. I mean, I'm trying to figure. And this is the part that I enjoy about VOYR the most, is that just because, to me, music is important. I'm a musician. That's what I draw on myself, or anime, or whatever it is. To others, there's some genres that I've never seen before. Astrology is important for us, or sounds of healings, like some of the creators that in LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
That melt of talent that we're going to have on VOYR, anybody is going to be able to see them, and the ticket is to hold the VOYR token. When you have the VOYR token, you have a crypto wallet. That user ID and password you typically see in some of these other social medias doesn't exist. Why? Because your user ID and password is your wallet address. The wallet address is, think of it as an IP address, or think as about MAC address if you're a geek as me with Mac and network cards, right? It's unique. By that being unique, it knows that it has to sign to VOYR, and it also checks if you have VOYR tokens on it. We're also going to have a crypto to fiat gateway. That crypto to fiat gateway is super important. Rob, why is that important, my friend? What are some of the challenges that you've seen with that without having a crypto to fiat gateway?
Yeah, the process is not easy. And I've been um, advocate for, again, making this whole process easy. To buy crypto, to buy Voyeur, there's a lot of steps, and unfortunately, everything's finicky. PancakeSwap has errors. Binance or crypto app, like you have to get verified, and your bank blocks it, and all this stuff. Like, people that enjoy trading crypto like get through it, but somebody that doesn't know it is going to have a difficult time. So again, we want to make it as easy as possible. So if we can get a gateway to partner with VOYR, to be on VOYR, and make it easy for individuals, it's going to be game changing. I'm so excited for that.
No, and we have the gateway. We just need to activate it, right?
Right.
Our goal is to make sure that there's going to be people that already own the VOYR token. There are people that know how to do this. They can get BNB and swap it and buy VOYR and all that kind of stuff. But to your point, it's very important. And it's something that I believed early on. If we don't have a crypto gateway that does, hey, let me use my credit card and I get VOYR immediately like that, it's not that it's a showstopper, but it makes it harder.
Right.
It makes it harder because people will have to then really follow the university, understand the process and whatnot. So,
right.
Very well said.
And so right now, like, we are a little bit ahead of the curve, which is really exciting because the world is moving towards crypto. Like, Twitter just announced you can tip people in Bitcoin. You're going to have to figure out how to buy crypto eventually, like, it's whether VOYR or not. We are a little bit ahead of the curve. We want to make it easy for everybody. So, like, for the better or worse, we are a little bit ahead of it. So if we can pave the way, I think that's going to pay off leaps and bounds in the future for VOYR.
100%. That is true. I mean, I would say from this week until the launch, what we're going to be concentrating a lot, like Mara mentioned, like you've mentioned, is enablement and is on marketing. Clearly, Brandon Myers, which is our CTO, as well as Dave and myself, have a handle with our developers, right? Our developers are located in 2 different parts of the world. Every day we have conversations with them. Every day, it could be a little bit of an uphill battle, right? Because when you say, hey, the line of descent is this day, you want to make sure that everybody understands that that's when you have to release the product, right? And again, we are trying, one thing that is super important for us is that people are testing. So for those that are watching today, we have betademo.voyr.me that you can go in, create an account, create your own profile, test. If you see issues that we are not seeing, all you got to do is send an email to feedback@voyr.me, and that would allow us to actually see your feedback when it comes to that. This is the beta feedback for that. So feedback@voyr.me if you see an issue. But most importantly, if you want to play with VOYR, if you want to see how it looks, the beta is available on the internet today. That is the URL right there on the screen, betademo.voyr.me. As Rob and Mara start incorporating the crypto university and the links and how to connect and all that starts populating there. If you need help, ping us. We'll be able to actually help you when it comes to that. Or the Rainmakers, because I guess I gotta mention the Rainmakers. They're
amazing.
A cool team for sure.
I'm
Other
going
than that,
today.
Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
I'm finally going on the platform today. I decided today's the day to go in and engage with everyone.
I have an account on the platform. I started posting some stuff on it. I'm definitely interested on the NFT platform. The NFT platform, as you guys know, is what we call VOYR Memories. Memories is a part of VOYR. The NFT marketplace is where someone will be able to take their art, whether it's video, music, a picture, a poem, a copies of a book, digital book that you own, and be able to bid, kind of like eBay, on someone to either bid a price or buy a fixed price or even get an item one of one.
Mhm.
Personally, I know that I'm working on in the music world, they call it an EP, which is 5 songs. So I've been working on 5 songs that I'm going to be releasing on VOYR. You know, if they help someone and someone wants to buy them, great. If it helps to actually stitch those songs or stitch content to those songs into a video that you're building, because we will have some of new features like live streaming, recording, all that in VOYR, great. At the end of the day, is to put content in for others to be able to use. So I know, Mara, I know that you've been playing with, I know that as an artist yourself, I know that you've been thinking of other different ideas. Rob, I know that as well, right? So we're all in this somewhere as founders and as creators ourselves. So it's gonna be pretty interesting.
That's great. Yeah, I was talking to a filmmaker last week who's going to be joining as an ambassador, and he makes films. He's out of Scotland.
I was
He's,
on that.
we were on that call.
I was on that call. I'm actually glad that you brought that up. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because that was a
Yeah.
great call.
Sure. So it's this gentleman out of Scotland who makes films. He's a film producer. He acts and stars in his own films, and the purpose of his films are to bring awareness to issues that people have. So ADHD is something that kids and children struggle with. He makes videos, or he's making a movie to bring awareness to ADHD. He's made a movie to bring awareness to violence and abuse and things like that. And it's really, really eye-opening because his whole mission in life is to bring awareness to these issues and do good in this world and give back to charity and help anybody dealing with any of these issues. He has such a great heart. And you know, we think he's an amazing creator, and we can't wait to have him on the platform. But he wants to put his films on as NFTs and sell them to his user base, and obviously anybody else that wants to buy. And so we are very excited to have him as part of the ambassador group.
You know, one topic that comes into mind always, not into mind, but everybody's talking about it, right? And I continue to make sure that people understand, right? Is this concept of not safe for work concept, right? You know, VOYR, we've said it from the beginning. If you want to see it, it's going to be on VOYR. Whether you are an adult creator or not. An adult creator is somebody that is focusing on adult entertainment for their creation, not something that is not high level, but that's what they decide to do. It's the OnlyFans, is the Fansly, is anybody that are on those websites, right? So our goal is to make sure that that's not in your face when you log in. Like our goal is to make sure that if you are interested in watching that type of content, you as the user have to turn that on, not us. So how impactful is to have from both of your perspective, right? How impactful is to have that switch, do you think, in your personal opinion?
It's the power of choice. It allows, I see what I want to see. I post what I want to post. I think it goes along with our anti-banning, it keeps folks from saying, I'm going to complain about this because I don't want to see it, which happens on so many other platforms where an algorithm pushes something out and they're like, but wait a minute, I didn't want to see this. So they report it, whether it's comedy, whether it's adult content, whether they just don't think it's cute. So I think that this also, the option of the user or the community member to switch that button on and off is a way to protect a peer creator, whether you agree with what their content is or not. So I think it aligns with our mission and what we want VOYR to be as a platform for creators.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree for sure.
And I'll add one thing to that. Just again, I agree with everything you said. there are so many types of creators that want to be themselves. And like when I joined the team and I was helping like write the words on the website, we were like, be you on VOYR. Like people, regardless of what they're into, need a space to create and connect. And like, that's what we want. Like we don't want to be in the business of choosing what people have the ability to express. So I think it's so important that anybody has a platform to be themselves and express themselves and connect with an audience that they want. And if you're just a user and you want to consume certain content, just like Reddit and YouTube, like whatever you want, we're all human. We all have different tastes. So I think it's important that everybody has the opportunity to view and post content. But the switch is important because, again, like Mara and Enrique, both you said, some people might not want that. And that's perfectly fine. We don't want to put it in your face.
I agree.
On a call the other day with a creator, this came up really suddenly, who's a cosplayer. And she was very, very adamant about stating, my content isn't adult. And when I've approached other platforms, I get put into the adult category. It's not, it's cosplay, it's this. And she explained it to me. And it was important to her that she came to us because she read about our platform and thought that it would be a place where she wasn't going to get jumbled in with other people because of some trick in an algorithm. And it was so important to her that she could exist without being lumped into adult entertainment, because that's not what she does. It is cosplay, which is completely different,
right,
than anything like that. I mean, I think I was a little clumsy.
No, you were not. You were not. I mean, I think from cosplay to astrology to hell. I mean, me being from Puerto Rico, I've even talked to my mom about, hey, why don't you create a channel and show people how to create sofrito? If you know what sofrito is, great. If you don't know, it's the best thing ever that you put on meals. So, I know my mom has a recipe from her mom that, every mom has a recipe from that. So imagine creating a sofrito channel. I don't know, something that people are intrigued about sofrito, and then, well, here's my recipe if you want to buy it, or here's this, or if they want to do a free post about it, go for it. Do a free post about it. At the end of the day, it's your choice.
We have creators that are not necessarily ambassadors that are coming on board, users that we have folks that are into Ayurveda and they're Ayurveda coaches and they're publishing cookbooks, and they're really coming from all different kinds of places, and everyone has a gift. Everyone has something they want to share. And I think we had a great conversation with Gabby, I think it was, Rob, where she said that if you'd never tried to be a creator before, that VOYR was the perfect space for you to practice and interact with other creators and learn from them. It was just about doing it. You didn't have to worry about the amount of followers that you had or what someone was going to like or what they weren't going to like. It was just the perfect platform to just get out there and learn, trial by fire.
And of course, and of course, we have this guy, which are about to. You guys have seen this video. I'm going to play it, but we have this guy that is also believed. And that was the live countdown that we had for the 15th. That's one of the things that we're going to do for the 6th. So if you watch a snap of that, as you know, we found a critical flaw. That's why we couldn't launch on the 15th. We're doing it this time. So I can't wait for us to promote the launch of the product that everybody can join, and maybe I can get 2 hours of sleep after it joins, but the job is not there, because then after that,
it's going to start. It's going to go from 2 hours to 1 hour.
You know why?
Exactly.
No one's gonna
Well,
sleep.
you guys are I know you guys are laughing because you know that I don't sleep, but I sleep. But I know that once this launches, I probably won't sleep. So
Out
I
of
don't think
out of
any
pure
of us
excitement.
are gonna sleep. We're all gonna be on the platform, like checking people out and engaging.
yeah,
It happens
I
with
agree.
every new
I agree.
platform. People, we all become obsessed. We're on it for hours on end. We have to go on like on platform X detoxes. I'm not going to touch it for 3 days. I'm not going on for 3 days. That's what's going to happen. It'll be 4 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning, and everyone's going to be on.
exactly. Live video, chatting, private chatting, tipping. I mean, there's all these features that are coming from the
So
platform
frito.
that there's a lot of stuff going on. Well, I don't think I have any more updates to actually share with the audience other than thank you for your continued support as you watch this, whether you're watching it live or whether you watch it as a replay. Um, the time has come. I mean, and Voyr being the premier social exchange that is going to accept crypto and the first that is going to accept crypto with all these rich features that other social media platforms have, it's very dear to my heart and it's dear to your hearts as well. So thank you so much for being part of this. Mara, Rob, anything that you want to do or say before we close the show today?
Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Giddy up. You're like, giddy
Giddy
up. Let's
up.
go.
Let's do it.
That's it. Really,
I like
what
it.
I really want to say is this is hard, and it was hard, and we didn't give up. Don't give up. Let's just keep pushing to where we need to go. So many folks and so many projects fall off because you lose steam. We're going to have to redo stuff. We're going to have to fix stuff. There are going to be bugs. It's going to be what it is. But at the end of the day, we're going to look back and go, damn, that was great. It was hard. It hurt. We cried. We pulled our hair out, but we're still here. So let's just get it and go.
Look good. You know what? That is an awesome message for sure. So do not forget Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 2300 UTC, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 1400 UTC. This is when we do our AMAs. As we get ready to launch, we will be doing some special AMA sessions so you can be part of the launch. We're going to have a link that we're going to be amplifying. That link, anybody is going to be able to join. So expect a lot of traffic. And of course, if you have any questions, and I should be checking the chat to see if we have any questions from the audience. Well, let's see. Number one, here's Francisco. Hi, you're amazing. It's been a long road, but we're getting there. Francisco, buenos dias. I know that you've been one of the original followers, and absolutely, it's been a long road for a lot of us, and we're gonna get there for sure. Let's see what else we have. Um, we are on fire. Yes, thank you. We are on fire for sure. Diego, my friend, man, that sounds great. A game changer. Trust me. And that's a teaser. What we're about to do with Tiago, we may tease it on Monday. I'm gonna call it Monday. But there is a pretty cool idea. And of course, all those that support El Presidente, because the Presidente gets a lot of hassle when he's not around. And specifically from certain members of this team. But there is people that love Del Presidente. That will be your truly. So that's good always to see for sure. So, of course, it will be you saying that. Of course, it will be you. Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've scoffed at you.
I know.
I'm being
We
kind.
will.
Guys. I'm being kind because I know he's working really hard.
I am trying. Listen, here's my favorite shirt. What would Dolly do?
I want that shirt. Why don't I have? I need a shirt that says, "What would Dolly do?"
You know what? That's a great reminder for the audience that if you want to buy a t-shirt with my face on it, with the presidential collection, if you truly feel inclined to buy a shirt with my face on it, just go to store.voyer.me. You can see all the stuff. I am getting a lot of requests from a female audience that it's getting to be winter and they want the hoodies. So I am going to be maybe I will do some hoodie giveaways, maybe even not, but there are some hoodies there. Specifically, the presidential collection hoodies are pretty cool. I'm just
Too
saying.
tired to antagonize the president. That's what Pancho said.
I'll say who said what?
Francisco, Mara's too tired to
Oh,
antagonize the president.
it's exactly. And for those that have been watching I think this is like show 50, maybe, if I count the shows. If
No,
you
no.
go through the progressions of the fifth, she is always attacking me. Always.
Wait, I have to think about that. Thanks for the reminder, Pancho. I'm gonna take a really long nap and be ready for next time. I cannot let you guys down. I can't.
Yes, you cannot let,
And I can't make him think
and
that he's
well,
a
and we, as you can imagine, we're all busy. I know we want to do the daily MA on Discord, all that kind of stuff. I am going to try to push us to actually do that for sure this week as we do the launch. But
I miss the
on
daily.
behalf, I know, me too. I'm not. We just need to start every day at 9 a.m. We'll do it on Discord. And we just need to bite the bullet, even if it is for 15 minutes. This is what we owe to our audience. We owe to our
I
rainmakers.
agree.
So, all right. Well, on behalf of the entire team, Enrique, you have Dave Siles, our CEO, our CTO, Brandon Meyer, Mara Rivera, as well as Rob Levy. Thank you so much for being part of
High
this
five.
AMA.
Oh.
High five. High five.
Oh, you can't see
Wait
my
a minute. Thank you for being part of this show. And as you know, and always know, please feel free to reach us with any type of issues that you may have, any questions that you may have. You know how to get us, which is social@voyr.me. Have a fantastic